Pokemon X and Y are now 10-year-old Pokemon games. So to celebrate the 10-year anniversary of Pokemon X and Y, I'm booting up my old 3DS XL and I'm gonna go back to my very first Pokemon X account. Pokemon X is not the first Pokemon game I've ever played, but it was the first Pokemon game I've ever finished. The first Pokemon game I've ever played was Pokemon Blue back when I was like 2 years old, but obviously I was 2 years old. I didn't know what I was doing. This game came out 10 years ago, so I was 8 when Pokemon X and Y came out. So this technically is my first ever Pokemon game that I bought myself, played through it all, and finished it. So you can say Pokemon X and Y is my childhood Pokemon game. Let's boot up Pokemon X and see what I had. Here is my Pokemon X account. As you can see, 8 gym badges, 354 Pokemon found. I've also played this game for 107 hours. So I really grinded this game. What I want to see is my Pokedex, which is right here. This thing had 4 different Pokedexes. We're just gonna check the national dex. I remember really liking this Pokedex system. Okay, Gen 1, I had a pretty good amount finished. The only Gen 1 legendary Pokemon I had was Zapdos. Knowing me, I'm surprised I didn't get a Mewtwo. I was like obsessed with Mewtwo as a kid. Oh, I did get a Mewtwo, never mind. Gen 2, I didn't really have much of Gen 2 Pokemon. I had Celebi. That was the only legendary / mythical I had from Gen 2. Gen 3, my favorite generation, we had pretty much nothing. Again, Jirachi being my only legendary / mythical. Gen 4, again, not much. I did not have a single legendary from Gen 4. Gen 5, not much either. Again, no legendaries in Gen 5. But here's Gen 6. I managed to get myself every starter. That was pretty good for an 8-year-old me. While playing this game though, I chose Fennekin. This though is my favorite Gen 6 starter. No, I almost finished the Gen 6 Pokedex. That's pretty good for an 8-year-old me. I even got Yveltal on a Pokemon X account. I got Xerneas, obviously because that's the Pokemon X Pokemon. I got Yveltal and Zygarde all on one copy of the game. So I could have finished this Pokedex. You know, I got all of the exclusives. My 3DS just died. Alright, it's a new day and my 3DS is now fully charged. Now we went through the Pokedex. I want to look at my team. The first Pokemon on my team is for some reason a level 24 Pidgeotto. I don't know why I had a level 24 Pidgeotto. I probably used it either to fly around or I was just trying to evolve it into a Pidgeot. Then I had a Yveltal, which this is definitely through trade or surprise trade because I have a Pokemon X account, not Pokemon Y. I was a true collector and I still am. Then in a Master Ball, I had a Mewtwo. Okay. This is definitely Pope's game. This is definitely not the original team I beat the Elite Four with. Because I believe Mewtwo, you can only get it after you beat the game. So this is not my original team then. Then I had a Delphox. This was my starter Pokemon. I had Cut on Delphox throughout the entire game. Okay. Then I had a Charizard. This was definitely what I used to fly around because it has Fly and Cut. So why did I use Delphox? I could have put a better move on Delphox. I'm not even gonna question it. I was 10. Then over here, I had a level 100 shiny Gengar. I got this from a mystery gift Pokemon event. That's what I got this from. Level 100 shiny Gengar with a bunch of overpowered moves, and it was able to Mega Evolve. So that is really cool. This is technically my first ever shiny Pokemon that I've ever gotten, technically. My first ever wild shiny full odds though was in Pokemon Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. I got a shiny Relicanth full odds. But this is technically my first ever shiny. And this is the full team. Shiny Gengar, Charizard, Delphox, Mewtwo, Yveltal, and Pidgeotto. Now there isn't much else to look at. My PC boxes are mostly empty because there isn't really much to show off, you know? I showed off what legendaries I had in the Pokedex and I don't have any other shinies other than that Gengar. I guess there's my stats to look at. Here's all 8 gym badges. I beat the Elite Four. And here's my stats. I have 354 Pokemon, almost 100,000 Pokecoins. I don't know what Pokemiles 560 is. That could be how many miles in the game I've walked, and I don't even know how much that is because I'm in Canada and we use kilometers, not miles. I've played for 107 hours. That's a lot for me. As a 10-year-old, that's a lot. I grinded this game. I started playing this game on September 20th, 2014. So this account is not actually 10 years old. The game is 10 years old, but my account is 9 years old. And I beat the game on September 19th, 2015. So I literally beat the game a day before 1 year having this game. I beat the game in 364 days. What? That's actually pretty cool. I had a lot of fun looking back on my childhood Pokemon game. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.